I believe this is test route number 2.
So
Okay, so this will take you to Yeadon and it'll bring you back. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to reverse back a little, then move away, and we're going to do this route together. Okay, so if there's anything that I need to mention to you, I will do. Otherwise, I will let you try and do this route on your own. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that should be enough. You would need to wait here for the bus.
I just want
That's
to
fine.
move.
And we can go now. Is he waiting for you?
Yes.
Okay. Try it. Try it. You will fit through. And follow the road ahead. And take the second road on the left. At the end of the road, turn right. My sat-nav just does not like this route.
Yeah, no.
Just this one in particular.
Yeah.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. second exit.
Over there.
Mhm.
You will arrive at your destination at 2:06 p.m. After 200 yards, turn right.
So I want you now to follow the sat nav, okay? So it's the next road on the right.
Turn right. Slow you down a little bit. You're coming too close to the edge. You'll damage the car or you'll go into a ditch. So if you feel you cannot get past them cars on the right, just come to a gentle stop. But don't keep going over the white line. The white line is the end of your carriageway.
Yes.
So it's telling you not to go over. You'd only go over if there's a large vehicle, and if you need a passing point,
Yeah.
usually they will look for the widest gap and they will stop there while you travel past them. So a passing point could be on the right over here, that gap, and the car opposite you would go into that gap for you to go past. But don't keep pulling the car to the left if there's nowhere for you to go. So that's a passing point on the right there, that somebody would stop, the oncoming car would stop and we would carry on. Here would be a passing point where we would stop
Yes.
if there was anything approaching us.
If there is like no passing car,
Then just stop. It's
stop.
like, yeah, where you know you're not going to fall into like a hedge or a dip and you won't damage your car too.
300 yards, cross the roundabout, first exit.
So you're going up there. What I would have done, I would have signaled right there.
Right.
Yeah. Although you can only go this way, it makes it clear which way I'm intending to go.
Cross the roundabout, first exit. After 200 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit. Cross the roundabout, second exit. At the end of the road, turn left. Turn left. After 300 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Is it here? After 200 yards, turn left.
turn left.
Move the car to the right.
After
At the end of the road, turn left. At the end. So let's follow the road round. The road bends to the left. And we'll turn left at the end of the road. Continue following the road round. At the roundabout, go ahead, first exit. Sorry, second exit, go ahead. Sorry, apologies. So going ahead, second exit. First exit. My fault, sorry. They've added that no entry into there now. That means you need to drop down into the road. Do you know the road before?
Yeah, they changed it.
Yeah, they change it slightly. At the roundabout, turn right, third exit. at the traffic lights ahead.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Take the next road on the right, please. Yeah. Now find a safe place to pull up on the left. Be careful, they're coming back from their test. Anyway here is fine for me. Anyway here. Don't mark the pavement. Good, well done. Make sure the car's straight. Get a little closer to the curb. Lovely, now straighten up, that's fine. I'm happy with that. And if you can close your door mirrors as well for me. Okay, I'm going to give you some feedback, but that was a whole test route you did there. You did remarkably well, actually. You didn't do too bad. Just a word of caution. Do you know when you don't understand where you are, you lean too much to the left?
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean by that?
So I lean like.
So do you know if in your house,
Yeah.
if the electricity turns off, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
if you are trying to find the door of your house, now you and I, we both wear glasses, so
Yeah.
our visibility is a bit poor anyway.
Yeah.
So the first thing we do, if the lights go off, we stretch our hands, don't we?
Yes.
And we look for the light switch.
Yes.
Why do we do that? To stop ourselves injuring ourselves.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yes.
So subconsciously, when you are unsure of where you are,
Yeah.
you pull the car to the left. You're
Yes.
pulling closer and closer.
Mm.
Nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But on 2 occasions, it was like 2 serious faults. Other than that, the driving that you've demonstrated today has been the best you've ever done with us. Absolutely fine.
Yes,
No issues at
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
The first time was when you saw the red van that was coming towards you and you stopped to let the van through.
Yeah.
Where did you stop? Did you assess where
Yeah,
you're stopping?
Yeah.
That's where you failed.
Yes. Yes.
So
I
when you
know.
stopped, it was correct for you to stop. It was good that you
Yes, but I
stopped.
had to stop like before.
Yeah, you stopped too close to the
Too
car ahead
close.
of you.
Yes. 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 True.
Yeah.
True.
And the second time when you went round the roundabout and you did the third exit,
Yeah.
why were we so close to the cars on the left? A telltale sign that you are about to fail your driving test
Mm.
about being too close to a car is when you see a parking bay,
Yeah.
so you see the little dabs on the floor, the little lines,
Yes.
and you are driving in them and ahead of you is a car that is parked. That is a recipe of failing a test. So when you're traveling along the road, you're driving perfectly fine. And then there was a parking bay. So when you turned right at the roundabout, you were going ahead, and then we were going to go ahead at the traffic lights.
Yes.
As you're going ahead, there was a gentleman on the left, an older gentleman in a silver car, I think it was. He was coming out. Now, if you let him out, subconsciously you would have moved the car to the right and straightened up.
Yeah.
But you stayed in that position and you were going ahead.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why you were in that position, I'm assuming, was because the road was very narrow,
Yeah.
which is perfectly fine.
Yes.
But the problem is you're going through a parking bay
Mm.
with cars that are parked. So, for example, what you did, this bit was empty.
Yeah.
You were traveling like this. Ahead of you was
Yeah.
a parked car,
Yes.
and you were traveling very close. At one point, I thought you were going to hit a car.
Yeah.
And one thing I've noticed is when I move my feet in the car, you react over here, which is good. But the problem is the examiner, when he moves, he's going to hit the brakes.
Yes. Yes.
He's not going to move and stop
Mm.
and facilitate what you're doing. So when you
Yes.
think, oh, he's moving his feet, I must be doing, and you move across,
Yeah.
it's perfectly fine. But he won't. He'll fail you.
Yes.
Other than that, if that was your driving test, you're fine. Like I say, every time you realise that you're in what we call uncharted territory, so where you haven't really been.
Yes.
That's
That's the problem that I have. When I don't know the place, I just like keep checking where I should.
But you
go,
did
where
fine.
should-
It was okay. It was good. Amal, it was good. It was the way you were
Yeah.
driving was fine. The standard of driving there was good. It's just when you're unsure of where you're going,
Yes.
drop the pace of your car.
Okay.
So earlier on from your house to here,
Yeah.
that has been the best driving you've ever done in your life with us.
Yeah.
Completely alone, without anyone's help.
Yeah.
You're driving perfectly sound. You're making all the correct decisions.
Yes.
Other than in terms of a driving test, the only 2 faults that I could give you were them.
Yes.
They,
Yes.
they were the faults
It's
of the
like-
driving
Yes.
examiner, not as an instructor. So,
Yes.
like the small little faults, I haven't picked up. I haven't told you, but the big faults were them that you need to identify and you
Yes.
need to fix. Them 2 faults that you have, they're very easily fixable. Drop the pace. So
Yeah.
when you're in an area where there's cars on either side and it moves slower because there's cars on either side, just slow the car down.
Slow. Yes.
Give yourself a chance
Yes.
to react to what you see.
Yes.
Because generally speaking, the reaction that you're gonna, the way you react
Yeah.
is correct, but you give yourself so little time to
Yes.
react,
Yes.
you don't have enough time to do what you need to
Yeah.
do. So ultimately, it will go wrong. It's not what you
Yes.
choose. Other than that,
I agree.
it'll fine. I mean, it's an awkward route. I actually don't like this one.
Yeah,
I find
don't
it quite
like it.
awkward. However,
don't like it.
I think you dealt with it okay, even though they put a new road on and then we had to change. Now,
Yeah.
when you change direction, when you were dealing with that, you dealt with it reasonably fine. However, if you were a little proactive, you would have dealt with it better.
Wow.
If you kind of thought, well, okay, if a car comes up the road, I'll do this. If a car comes down the road, I'll deal with this. It was like third hand dealing with it, not second hand, third hand. So
Yes.
I was dealing with the situation and then telling you how to deal with what was
Yes.
going on rather than letting you deal with the situation. So perhaps a bit more proactive next time.
Yes.
Other than that, I think